Hey, PD Grizz here. Just wanted to show some of the knives I've gotten the last week or two that I will be doing videos on very soon. So first off, I'm going to start with this Victorinox Grant. It's from a German tool manufacturer. It's, I believe, only sold for German and possibly European retail. It's got a lockback, but it's a left-handed lockback, so it's okay for right-handed. Right hands typically go to the outside, but this one goes to the inside. So now I know how southpaws feel when they're frustrated by liner lock knives, because the liner lock on this in particular, on the can opener, or bottle opener, sorry, is particularly annoying to deal with. You really got to get your thumb on a specific angle to unlock that one. But has orange accessory tools. I'll be doing a full video and review of that one coming up shortly. Next one I just got today. This is an Old Cross Pioneer electrician. So it's basically a Pioneer, 93 millimeter Pioneer. This could be anywhere from the 80s to the 90s. I'm not too worried about when it's from. Just I know it's not that particularly old. Yeah, it has the soldier style reamer on it. But what's cool about it is it has the electrician blade. And this blade is you'd use the straight part for slitting sheathing, like in house wiring, which is kind of flat with the wires are parallel to each other with a sheathing, a case over top of it. And this would be for cutting that sheathing. Or you would use this round part for cutting the insulation off of the cables. And usually you would do that doing a thumb cut, pulling towards you with your thumb on the end of the wire. But I'll do a video on the history of that knife shortly. Next, I got a pair of Super Tinkers. I got in a lot for like 20 bucks. I'm not really a huge fan of the Super Tinker, but for the price, I just couldn't pass them up. I really like the scales on this one. They're a little rough. They got some signs of wear, but it's a cool knife. You can't go wrong with a Super Tinker. It's a climber with a Phillips. How can you beat it? The next one I actually got this last week, but I haven't shown anyone it yet, really. It's a Fieldmaster from probably the later 70s. So it has the flat screwdriver with the slot for the can key in it. Has the no hole and the slight angled tip on the reamer. And it has a set of metal tweezers, which they're always fun to see. It's got scissor and saw. I'll do a whole video on the Fieldmaster coming up. Here is my favorite that I got this week. This is a circa 1961 small climber. And I will be doing a whole video on this because it's very cool that it has the hidden rivets but the exposed awl. That was a feature. That was a combination of features that only persisted for about a year, maybe two. So it's very cool that it has that. It actually has, usually when you see these single springs, they're actually black, but this one's chrome. So it's pretty cool. It's one of the earlier ones. But I will do a whole video on that guy. I don't want to show too much here just because it won't leave much for the rest of the video. Then here, this one's a little beat up, but this is what some people call the MacGyver Tinker. So this would be an early 80s Tinker. It's got the flat screwdriver. It has the slot for the can key in the Phillips. And it has a round blade. Not a round blade, a pen blade instead of a clip blade. Yeah, this is like, if MacGyver was a real person and not a fictional character in the period he is, this is likely the knife he would have been carrying in the first episode. He carried many knives, but the first episode he was a Tinker Small, and this is the most likely candidate. In 1985, when the show was shot and premiered, they changed over to the round screwdriver, round back Phillips. But, it's not like he would have just bought his knife the day he was using it. He's the kind of guy that would have been carrying a Swiss Army knife for a long time and had a lot of miles on it. So it's more likely he would have this or even an older one with a clip blade. So as silly as that is, some people really like these knives because of the association with MacGyver. the last few I've gotten, I've ended up selling to somebody else because they really wanted them. So hopefully this one's ugly enough that somebody will let me keep it. Anyway, that's it for this week. I have a video on the Wenger Premiere I just put up. Check that out. Like, subscribe, comment, all that stuff. And take care. I will see you in the next one.